Hey there, this is Jonathan and today I'm gonna talk about the boss fights in Super Cattails PAWS. So I've just come back from Finland where I spent some time with my family. While I was there, I managed to keep working on my latest game Super Cattails PAWS from my laptop. I had a great time and enjoyed some awesome weather, which gave me a lot of new energies and ideas for Super Cattails PAWS. Meanwhile, been checking out what you guys are up to in the Super Cattails Discord server and noticed some amazing fun arts. Feel free to join our Discord server. I'm online most of the time and always happy to chat with you guys. You'll find the link to the Discord server in the description down below. Without further ado, let's talk about today's topic, which is boss fights. In the original Super Cattails game, boss fights included big versions of normal enemies which were in the style of the world they lived in. For example, the lava world included a fire dragon, while the water world included a giant fish called Big Fin. In the second game, on the other hand, most of the bosses were members of the Teen Army, the main enemy faction fought in Super Cattails 2. I really liked the Teen Army, but for Super Cattails PAWS I wanted a return to the origins. This means designing bosses that are original and very different from each other. As I mentioned in Devlog 19, all cats in Super Cattails PAWS are able to attack enemies. This new feature made it very easy for me to design boss fights, because rather than trying to design indirect ways for our cats to defeat the game boss, I was able to focus more on special attacks and challenging fights. I want Super Cattails PAWS to be the best game in the series, so I also decided to introduce mid-bosses, also known as mini-bosses. This was a major feature many of you have been suggesting me in the past years, so I finally decided to include it to the game. Each world will now include a mid-boss that you'll face at the end of the 4th level, right before discovering a new village. Mid-bosses will require 2 consecutive hits to be defeated, a bit like the big enemies in Super Cattails 2. Mid-bosses will also have some special attacks, meaning they're able to put up a good fight. As you can see here, this log mini-boss is able to spin and bounce everywhere in the level. I hope you guys like the new mid-bosses, so please don't hesitate to let me know your feedback and mini-boss suggestions in the comment section. By the way, once again this video is sponsored by my own merch. I recently launched a collection of Super Cattails mugs featuring some of the main levels in awesome pixel art. Additionally, feel free to check out the awesome t-shirts for sale over at Teespring. You'll find a link to the merch store in the description down below. Today I also like to tell you more about the traditional game bosses in Super Cattails PAWS. There was a glimpse of a few bosses in the game's trailer, and many of you have been wondering who they are and what they want from our cats. First of all, these bosses are all part of a group of bandits led by one secret character that I haven't introduced yet. These bandits are trying to steal a data drive from our cats, and the 2 bosses I showed so far are a giant green lizard called Meza and a red fox which I still need to name. Each of these bosses will be waiting at the end of each world inside their own fortress. Fortresses are gonna be very challenging levels with a lot of obstacles. For example, the first fortress you'll face in the game is a wood fortress with a lot of moving platforms and giant logs trying to crush you. I'm doing my best to properly design each boss fight, making sure each boss has got multiple attacks. For example, Meza will perform a standard stomp attack and a special attack with his sticky tongue. As many of you wanted, I made boss fights more challenging, with each bandit requiring 3 hits to be defeated. Please don't hesitate to let me know what you guys think about the game bosses in Super Cattails PAWS. I'm totally looking forward to checking out your feedback on that. This is all for today. Thanks so much for watching and see you guys soon.